So first technique we're going to do is the chassé bas, which is from Savat. Don't profess to be saboteurs, but we do use this kick in MMA. We've got a couple of modifications to it, a couple of ways we set up different techniques with it, and counters for it. Initially, when we use this kick, people started using it. There wasn't that many counters to it. In more recent times, we have experienced a couple of people that have countered the kick. So we've overcome those counters now and also set up some new techniques and ways to counter it ourselves. So just to start off with initially, the way that we like to do it is to lift the knee high. So Jack lifts the knee high and then chamber it and push it down from there. Okay, so we're going to start off with that. Chamber, push. Yeah, again, chamber, push. Okay, chamber, push. Okay, I like to chamber the knee high because it's easier to disguise other kicks from that, and you also get a good angle on the kick to do damage. So the high chambering is the way we do it. If you want to get a real expert on all this stuff, a good saboteur and Savat instructor is a guy called Oblique. He's on My Friends, so if you look him up, but he's the main man if you want some Savat in the UK and to pick up on some of it. It's a shoe art initially, or originally it was a shoe art, but as I say, some of the kicks are wicked and some of the footwork patterns, etc. So he's the man to look at, Ollie Batts, if you want to. He's the expert, not me. But this is how we make it work anyway. So we're going to chamber and kick again. Chamber and kick. Again, chamber and kick. Okay. So 3 ways of dealing with this kick when you're countering it that we use. One is to block it, in which case it's a bit like a check for a low kick, in that you just lift the leg and point the knee forwards. Okay? When the foot, the bottom of the foot contacts with the knee, it's not pleasant for the kicker. So this is a really good way of countering the kick. It's a bit like checking the low kick, in that you can't catch it all every single time. But if you do catch it, it's really good. Same with a low kick. If someone's low kicking you, you can't catch it with your knee every time, but if you do, it kind of deters them from low kicking you again. And this is the same sort of theory off here. So the first one is just to lift the knee from there. Okay. The second one is to draw. Okay, so what we're going to do is draw the lead leg back to avoid being kicked. Okay. And again, draw. Okay, so you'll notice when people draw, the head comes forward, okay? And the guard's a bit down as well. So this can cause a problem for you because the kick can be used to change it from a chassé bas into a front kick to the head. Okay, and if you put your head forwards, this is not a good idea because you're going to catch that front kick. So just to show you, if Jack sets up the chassé bas, yeah, and then goes to a front kick to the head, yeah. Okay, so you've got to be very wary of this. So 2 things here. One is that practice and then practice. Okay, so those are the 2 main things that you need to do, is practice and practice, because a lot of people see technique and do it a couple of times and then they don't pull it off in sparring. That's because they haven't drilled it enough. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chassé bas, then we're going to turn it into a front kick, and then we're going to draw. When we draw, okay, we're going to keep our head back rather than let it dip forward, yeah, and just let your legs do the work. And you're going to keep your right hand in a position where you can defend against that front kick if the chassé bas turns into a front kick, okay? Okay, you can scoop it out like that. You don't have to do that as long as that hand's in the right position. So we're going to draw and keep our head, yeah, without putting your head forwards. Okay. Okay, so we're going to draw out, yeah, that's it. Draw out, and just be conscious of that. Okay, and then you can drill it off there. So this is the drill we're going to start off with. We're going to chassé bas to front kick, block, block, Jack, not draw, block, draw. Okay, chassé bas to front kick, block, draw. Okay, one more, chassé bas to front kick, block, draw. Okay, so you can do this in shadow boxing. You'll find that like when you're sparring, from observation and experience, if you throw a low kick at somebody, they generally low kick you back again. It's kind of a tit for tat thing, and it's a bit the same with this kick. If you throw a chassé bas at someone, they will do the same thing back to you. I don't know why that is. Everyone seems to do it. So when you're drilling, you can do that as well. So you can chassé bas and then block or draw. Okay, chassé bas, yeah, and then block or draw. Okay, one of the two defences from there. Okay, so build that into your shadow boxing as well, and obviously visualise the person throwing that stuff at you. Okay, just to move it on one more segment now. What we're going to do is we're going to chassé bas, and then off that, instead of the stance that Jack's got at the moment, which is a fairly wide stance, okay, we're going to do a shorter stance. Okay, so we chassé bas and drop into a shorter stance. Okay, the reason for this is because we want our hands to reach on a counter. Okay, then you've got to imagine that the other person is going to return that chassé bas. Okay, and we're going to draw the lead leg forward, and as we backwards rather. And as we draw that lead leg backwards, we're going to throw the right hand. Okay? Don't switch your legs. Just draw that one leg. So the only leg that you're going to move, yeah, you move two then, Jack. The only leg we're going to move is the left leg. Okay? So we chassé bas. The person's going to return. See, we've got a closed stance there. They're going to return. Yeah? And we're going to hit, okay? And then we're going to step out with the right, okay? So we'll go off there, chassé bas, short stance. Drop the leg back and counter with the left, yeah, and then step out and hit with the right. With the, getting my rights and my lefts mixed up. Okay, again, chassé bas. Okay, draw, counter with the right, sorry, and then step out. That's it, because everything's back to front on the camera for me. Again, one more, chassé bas. Draw and hit. Step out. Boom. Okay, just one more then, yeah? Chassé bas. Short stance. Step back, left leg only. Step out. There you go. Okay, thank you.